If you think world leaders maintain carefully curated diets crafted by nutritionists and White House chefs, Donald Trump's eating habits will shatter that illusion completely. From his legendary fast food runs to his bizarre food combinations, the 45th president's relationship with food was unlike any commander-in-chief before him. Get ready to discover what actually fueled one of America's most controversial presidents. The McDonald's obsession. According to former campaign manager Corey Lewandowski, Trump's go-to McDonald's order was shockingly specific: 2 Big Macs, 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches, and a chocolate shake. That's roughly 2,430 calories in a single sitting. Trump's reasoning? He trusted fast food chains because, as he told CNN, "I'm a very clean person. I like cleanliness, and I think you're better off going there than maybe someplace that you have no idea where the food's coming from." The germaphobe president believed McDonald's consistency meant safety. During his 2016 campaign, Trump's plane was reportedly stocked with McDonald's, KFC, and pizza. Staff members knew that keeping the candidate well-fed with familiar favorites was essential to avoiding what they called hangry Trump. The Diet Coke addiction. Trump consumed an estimated 12 Diet Cokes per day, according to multiple reports from White House staff. That's 12 cans, every single day. The president had a special button installed on the Resolute desk that summoned a butler carrying a Diet Coke on a silver platter whenever pressed. As it turns out, running the free world apparently requires constant caffeinated refreshment. For what it's worth, that's about 576 milligrams of caffeine daily, well above the FDA's recommended maximum of 400 milligrams. Who can blame him, though? The job does come with some stress. Well-done steak with ketchup. Perhaps nothing scandalized food critics more than Trump's steak preferences. He ordered his steaks cooked well done and then doused them in ketchup. His former butler at Mar-a-Lago, Anthony Senecal, confirmed that Trump would send back any steak that showed even a hint of pink. The president wanted his beef cooked until there's no blood whatsoever. Celebrity chef Jose Andres once said Trump's steak preparation would make any proper chef weep. At BLT Steak in Washington, D.C., Trump's regular order was a 28-day dry-aged New York strip, well done, naturally, with a side of ketchup. The $54 steak was essentially transformed into leather, according to one server who witnessed the ritual. The KFC ritual. When Trump did eat KFC, he had a very particular method. According to reports and his own social media posts, he would remove the fried breading and eat only the chicken inside. Why go through the trouble? Trump claimed this made it healthier, though nutritionists were quick to point out that most of KFC's sodium and fat remains in the meat itself. The image of a billionaire carefully peeling apart fried chicken on his private jet became iconic during the 2016 campaign. His typical KFC order included a bucket of chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, and biscuits. Even with his breading removal technique, that's still a substantial calorie load. Breakfast, the meal. He usually skipped. Surprisingly, Trump often skipped breakfast entirely or kept it minimal. When he did eat in the morning, it was typically bacon and eggs, sometimes with hash browns and toast. White House staff reported that Trump's morning routine focused more on cable news and Diet Coke than actual food. His day would often begin around 5:30 a.m. with television, Twitter, and caffeine. On weekends at Mar-a-Lago, however, Trump would occasionally indulge in a bigger breakfast spread, including his beloved bacon cooked until crispy. Obviously, the man knows what he likes and sticks to it. The meatloaf at Mar-a-Lago. Trump's meatloaf recipe at his Mar-a-Lago resort became legendary among members and guests. He served it to visiting dignitaries, including Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, treating it as a signature dish worthy of international diplomacy. The recipe itself is relatively straightforward: ground beef, ketchup, of course, brown sugar, and standard seasonings. But Trump's love for this comfort food was so well known that it appeared on the Mar-a-Lago menu as a regular item. Former staff revealed that Trump would sometimes eat the meatloaf 2 or 3 times per week when staying at his Florida property. Now, that sounds like someone who doesn't mess around when finding food he enjoys. The cherry vanilla ice cream obsession. After dinner, Trump's dessert of choice was almost always the same: 2 scoops of cherry vanilla ice cream. According to Time magazine, when dining with guests, Trump would receive 2 scoops while everyone else got one. The double scoop protocol became such a well-known quirk that it sparked debates about whether it was a power move or simply a preference the staff accommodated. Whatever the case may be, the president clearly felt entitled to extra dessert. White House chefs confirmed that the freezer was always stocked with Trump's preferred ice cream, and deviation from this requirement was not appreciated. The pizza paradox. Despite being a New Yorker, Trump's pizza consumption raised eyebrows across the 5 boroughs. He would famously eat pizza with a knife and fork, refusing to pick up slices with his hands. In a 2011 interview, Trump defended this practice, stating that eating pizza with utensils was more civilized. New York pizza purists were horrified, calling it a betrayal of everything pizza represents. His preferred pizza toppings? Pepperoni and sausage, ordered from either Domino's or local pizzerias near Trump Tower. The knife and fork technique applied regardless of the pizza's quality or origin. No alcohol ever. One genuinely disciplined aspect of Trump's diet: he never drank alcohol. This abstinence dated back to his brother Fred Trump Jr.'s death from alcoholism-related complications. Trump told The Hollywood Reporter, "I've never had a glass of alcohol, I've never had a cigarette, I've never had a cup of coffee." Wait, no coffee? With that Diet Coke habit, perhaps he didn't need it. This total avoidance of alcohol remained consistent throughout his presidency, even at state dinners where toasting with wine is traditional protocol. Trump would raise a glass of Diet Coke or water instead. The White House Kitchen Rebellion. When Trump first arrived at the White House, the executive kitchen staff faced an unprecedented challenge. The new president rejected elaborate preparations and gourmet presentations in favor of fast food and simple American classics. According to reports from former staff, Trump would sometimes order McDonald's or Wendy's delivered directly to the White House, bypassing the world-class culinary team entirely. The executive chef's carefully planned menus were often ignored. For what it's worth, this frustrated the kitchen staff who had trained for years to serve presidents. But Trump's preferences were non-negotiable. He wanted familiar food, not fancy cuisine. The late-night eating schedule. Trump's unusual sleep patterns meant unusual eating times. He would often eat dinner around 6:30 or 7 p.m., then have a second dinner or substantial snack around 9:30 or 10 p.m. This late-night eating frequently consisted of more fast food or reheated meatloaf from Mar-a-Lago. White House resident staff learned to keep food available well into the evening hours. His erratic schedule during the presidency meant that meals became less structured and more about eating whenever the mood struck between cable news segments and phone calls. The Taco Bowl controversy. During the 2016 campaign, Trump posted a photo of himself eating a taco bowl from Trump Tower Grill with the caption celebrating Cinco de Mayo. The image sparked immediate controversy and mockery. Critics pointed out that the taco bowl, a deep-fried tortilla shell filled with conventional taco ingredients, wasn't authentically Mexican cuisine. The staged photo op became a meme almost instantly. However, staff confirmed that Trump did genuinely enjoy the taco bowls from his own restaurant, ordering them regularly when in Trump Tower. At the very least, he was consistent in his preference for Americanized versions of international dishes. What he never ate. As surprising as Trump's food choices were, what he refused to eat is equally telling. He avoided alcohol and coffee as mentioned, but also steered clear of most vegetables beyond iceberg lettuce on burgers. Former staff reported that Trump rejected beets, Brussels sprouts, and most green vegetables. His salad consumption was minimal, usually limited to the occasional wedge salad or side salad with Thousand Island dressing. He also avoided most ethnic cuisines in their authentic forms, preferring Americanized versions or simply sticking to burgers, steaks, and fried chicken. Let's face it, Trump's palate remained firmly rooted in classic American comfort food. The food safety paranoia. Trump's preference for chain restaurants stemmed partially from a deep germophobia and fear of food poisoning. He believed that fast food chains maintained consistent standards that reduced contamination risk. In his book, The Art of the Deal, Trump wrote about his concerns regarding food preparation and cleanliness. This anxiety influenced his dining choices throughout his life, leading him to trust recognizable chains over independent restaurants. Former Secret Service agents noted that Trump's food paranoia extended to having staff members purchase his meals to ensure no one knew in advance what he would be eating, a security measure that aligned with his personal preferences. The portion sizes. Multiple sources confirmed that Trump's portions were substantially larger than typical servings. The 2 Big Macs, 2 Filet-O-Fish order wasn't occasional. It was regular. White House staff reported that Trump would often request extra of whatever he was eating. Extra sauce, extra fries, extra scoops of ice cream. His approach to food was decidedly more is more. Considering the demanding nature of the presidency, perhaps Trump felt these substantial portions were necessary fuel. Or maybe he just really liked eating. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more videos about presidential dining habits are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.